Coach Maria here. I'm going to bring you another quick quarantine meal. I am making meatballs. This is my super simple recipe. It will not steer you wrong. It's quick, yummy, and it's good with pasta or zoodles or just some good old broccoli. So what I do is I'll give you the recipe for 1 pound. I'm making 2 pounds, which I usually do. So you can make these with turkey, ground chicken. Today I'm using ground beef. You can also use a combination of beef and pork or veal, really whatever you like or you have. I know today it's kind of hard to find certain meats, so it really will work with anything you have. So today I have 2 pounds of ground beef. It's the 90% lean. That's the one I like to use. The only thing I have on top so far is Parmesan cheese. I put that first because I always forget it because it's in the refrigerator. So I would say about 1/4 cup of that. I like to do 1 egg per pound. Let me get rid of these. So today, since I have 2 pounds, I'm putting 2 eggs, and I always like to crack them in a bowl so I'm not fishing for eggshells just in case they get in there. So to that, I keep it really simple. I use all dried herbs. I personally don't really like big chunks of garlic, fresh garlic and stuff in meatballs. I like that in other things, but so for my meatballs, I use everything dried. So I don't measure anything, but I would say you can put like 2 tablespoons of dry parsley. If you don't like parsley, don't use parsley. Just, use what you like. I put garlic powder. Like I said, I don't like chunks of garlic. If you like chunks of garlic in yours, by all means, put it. I just like the powder. So I would say about 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons you can do. And I like onion powder also in it. Same amount. So I would say about 2 tablespoons of parsley, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons or so of onion powder. Let me grab my salt and pepper. I use sea salt. That's some sea salt. You don't need too much salt. I would say maybe just about 1 teaspoon, because if you're putting the Parmesan cheese, that is salty already. And then I would say do the same with the pepper, about 1 teaspoon. If you like more pepper, put more pepper. And then breadcrumbs. I don't measure. I've been making these for so long, but I would say about between 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. I just put a little, I start mixing and see. One thing that I do like to put in, because it keeps it really moist, is just literally like whatever milk you use. I just have almond milk on hand. I just like to put a splash. I find that it just keeps it extra moist. And my mom used to put like bread. She used to use, instead of breadcrumbs, like dried bread. And she used to soak the bread in milk first. But I don't use bread. I just use the breadcrumbs, either panko breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs, whatever you have or whatever you can find. But I always put a splash of milk because I find that it really makes a difference after you cook them with them staying moist. So this is really wet still. And now my hands are dirty, so I'm just going to add a little more breadcrumbs. So I would say probably with this addition, I used about 1/2 cup. So like I said, just start with less, because if it's too dry, then you're going to have to add another egg. So, and you don't want this mixture. One, you don't want to over mix it. The more you mix it, it just, I don't know, it doesn't do anything good for it. So you just want to mix it till it's combined and then just leave it alone. So as long as it's coming together, like, you're good, okay? So that's all you want to do with the meat. And then I actually use my air fryer. So what I have is the basket to my air fryer. My air fryer is kind of like one of these all-in-ones. It's a toaster, an air fryer, all of that good stuff. So basically all I do is just line them up. You can make them any size you want. You could do mini ones. I kind of do them in between. So I'm just gonna keep on rolling and then get them in there. So I cook them in the air fryer on 350 for about 12 minutes. If you don't have an air fryer, no problem. Just put them on a sheet pan and preheat your oven to about 360, and they need to cook. I like them super crispy, so I would cook them about 40-45 minutes in the conventional oven, but 12-15 minutes in the air fryer is definitely fine. Regardless of where you're cooking them, you definitely don't want to overcrowd. You want these to get crispy everywhere, so don't overcrowd. Make sure there's a little bit of space. You don't have to leave space like you're making cookies. They're not going to expand at all. Actually, they'll probably shrink a little bit depending on what type of meat you're getting. This one doesn't have too much fat, so they won't shrink up too much. But if you're using like an 80%, it'll definitely shrink up some. But just give them a little room to breathe and get them in and then enjoy. These are going to be served. My family's going to have pasta tonight. I'm actually just going to serve them for myself with a big salad. I got some really nice fresh feta cheese and olives and a nice spring mix. So that's what I'm going to have it with. So enjoy. If you have any questions, just comment below. Let me know. And that's it. I hope you make them. If you make them and you try them, please tag me in a picture. I would love to see your creation. And that's about it. Happy quarantine. Bye.